Welcome to the Northwest Showcase on 93.9 KPDQ. Hi there, I'm Andy Waits. This is sponsored by Day Chiropractic and, of course, our guest, Dr. David Day, in studio and brought along his traveling minstrels.
Well, and they are traveling from Oklahoma.
Oh, I can barely hear you. You got to get a little closer to your mic. There you go.
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
From Oklahoma.
This band from Oklahoma is so exciting. So it's called Coyote Bluegrass. And the neat thing is that they are comprised of 4 young gentlemen, one of whom is my brother, Daniel Day. And the other is, I'll say Chance Coppage is playing the bass, and Joey Shan is playing the banjo, and Alan Sander is playing the guitar. Now, all of these guys can play other instruments, but that's their role in the band. The other thing that we have today, which is exciting, is we are going to be able to sing as the Day Brothers. So during our show today, we are going to have 4 songs that will be performed by Coyote Bluegrass, and we're actually going to have 2 songs performed by the Day Brothers. So anyhow, that's exciting.
It's definitely a thrilling thing.
Yes.
I'm excited to hear the music being played today. Let me tell you a little bit about Day Chiropractic, because after all, you got a business thing going on too.
So what we've got, and what brought them here, one of the things is we're doing a whole tour of the Northwest.
Oh.
So we are performing not only here in Portland, but also up in Washington. But what we're going to talk about today are the 3 opportunities that you have to hear them here in Portland right now. So tonight we're playing at Park Rose Deliverance Tabernacle. But tomorrow, Day Chiropractic is celebrating our 31st anniversary. And so what we have done is we've got a big stage coming in and some tents and some food. We're having a catered pulled pork sandwiches, which will be delicious, and all the ice cream you can eat and that sort of thing. So for those
I can eat a lot of ice cream.
I know. So for those of you who are the listening audience, you are welcome to come, and you may not be part of our practice yet, but you are still welcome because you're part of the show. So that will be from 3 to 6 at Day Chiropractic at 3758 Southeast 122nd. So that's on 122nd between Powell and Foster, that sort of thing. So,
but tonight it's at Park Rose Deliverance Tabernacle.
Yes, Park Rose Deliverance tomorrow there, and then Friday night at Clackamas Bible Church, and the 2 church ones, those are at 7:00 at night. So if you work all day and you say, I can't get off during the day, that's fine. Come to one of the concerts either tonight or Friday night.
How cool would that be on Friday after working all week long? A nice bluegrass concert to wind down.
Yes. And so what I was thinking is, why don't we start with, let's give the audience a flavor of what this bluegrass stuff is going to sound like if they come. So we're going to start with a song called I Will See You on the Other Side of Jordan.
Okay. And here we go. This is Coyote Hill Bluegrass.
Other side of Jordan, I am laying down the cross I've carried here. Keep your hand in the hand of our Redeemer, and we will meet again, I know up there. One tear for me. I am sailing to a home up there supernal, and the face of my dear Savior I shall see. I will see you on the other side of Jordan. I am laying down the cross I've carried here. Keep your hand in the hand of our Redeemer, and we will meet again, I know I'm there. I will see you on the other side of Jordan. I am laying down the cross I've carried here. Keep your hand in the hand of our Redeemer, and we will meet again, I know, up there. Keep your hand in the hand of our Redeemer, and we will meet again, I know, up there.
Well done, guys. Oh, that was awesome.
Fantastic.
Coyote Hill Bluegrass with Day Chiropractic today on Northwest Showcase. Wow, that was exciting.
So, I mean, how many times do you get a chance to hear a band like this?
Not often.
No. So, and this, this may be, these boys are all getting older, and this may be the last time they come through. So if you've been kind of on the fence, it's time to get off the fence and come to one or several of these. I have people who are going to come to every one of these events. So,
awesome.
And each time there'll be different music. It'll be a fantastic experience for you to come to.
3 different shows.
3 different shows, and it's great. And 3 different, the fields will be different for each one of them. So we're really excited about that. One of the things I wanted to talk about on the show today, we're going to obviously have music. That's going to be a really important part of the show. But I also wanted to talk about the pillars of chiropractic and the fact that we're celebrating 2 things. One is, well, let me just give you the 4 pillars of Day Chiropractic. One is we help each other heal. Then we overcome chronic health challenges. Number 3 is we treat the whole family. And number 4, Day Chiropractic is for life. And so the 2 things that we're going to talk about today is that we treat the whole family, and Day Chiropractic is for life. And the way those come into play is, first of all, my family. So do you realize that right here in this room, we've got the 3 Day brothers are here.
Oh, wow.
And it's really interesting that our family, Dad was a chiropractor, Daniel is a chiropractor, and I'm a chiropractor.
Wow.
So we share many things. We share music. We share our profession. What's it? Yeah, some of the guys. That's right. Some of these guys now. That's right. Well, it's really fun when they show up at the office. We get to adjust them all. And
I was going to say, you don't have to be a chiropractor. You just have to know a chiropractor.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's so funny. So when we talk about this zest for life and why chiropractic is for life, it's a double entendre. One is that I would encourage you to consider using chiropractic for your life, because what else are you going to do that you can do that's good for you throughout your lifetime? And chiropractic is one of those things. Like there's no overdose sort of a thing. If you get adjusted once every 2 or 3 weeks, man, your life will be at a much higher level than if you go through life and wait till you have one crisis and then get some care and then do another crisis. So I try to encourage people to think about using chiropractic as part of a strategy, just like taking vitamins or deciding to eat healthier and those sorts of things, or we go on a walk when we don't feel like it just because we know it's good for us. So I think chiropractic should play a role in the things that we decide to do that will optimize and enhance our health.
Well, Dr. Day, I like to drive my car until it makes a noise, and then I say maybe I should think about changing the oil.
I agree. That is a great strategy. And how many cars have you gone through?
Yeah,
that's right.
Too many.
I know. There we go. So the other thing then is for life, and one of the fun things is music and bluegrass, for me, has been something that has been a life-enriching experience. All right? So I guess I'm thinking about patients, and let's say you're listening here and say, well, bluegrass really isn't my thing. Well, what is your thing? And when I adjust you, I'm trying to help you achieve a life and a lifetime that is more vivid and something that you enjoy, something that you love. So for you, it might be often what has happened to people. Maybe let's say I get someone who comes in their mid-50s. And they used to enjoy doing things like they used to go hiking or they used to go fishing a lot, but now they can't sit very long in the boat and the waves are too hard on their back, so they don't go anymore. One of my jobs is to listen to people and not just think about what's wrong, but how has that affected their lives? And have they then stopped living the life that they used to? Have they lost some of that joy, the zest for life? And so when I adjust somebody, I'm trying to bring back this zest for life. And so bluegrass is a zesty type of music.
Yes,
it really is fun. I mean, if you're sitting there, if you've got some kids and you've wanted to involve them in music, if you bring them and sit up right very in the front row, watch these boys as their fingers just fly. Those kids will be captivated. They will jump along with the music. It's a really engaging form of music, and it's very approachable. I mean, Chance bought a brand new bass for this tour. And if you look at it, you wonder where it all is.
That's true.
And-
it is a
but
different
it is
shape
a
of the
different,
base.
Yeah, but we needed something like this for the tour, for us to travel with. And he's just a masterful bass player. But it's almost like a stick, but it's not really a stick. All the electronics are in it.
Yeah.
And it goes through this beautiful, powerful amp here. And it makes a wonderful, wonderful bass foundation for this tour. And so if you guys want to see a really interesting bass, probably something you've never seen live, come and see. It'll be great. And so anyhow.
Oh, pretty exciting
Yeah.
stuff.
So we did create, I should probably mention that we have created a Coyote coupon. And I'm calling that because a lot of times people will have been thinking about going to a chiropractor, but they've never kind of pulled the trigger. They've never actually made that appointment because, well, who wants to go to a doctor after all, So if you can get an appreciation that when you come into our office, we will try to make it an incredible experience for you. We will talk with you. We will try to understand how you got to the point you are. And then we're going to come up with a strategy to help you get well and have your life come back. So $25 for the next 3 weeks. Tell them you want to howl at the Coyotes, and we'll get you scheduled for a new client assessment.
Well, one of the things you just said really made me think, people maybe should come see a chiropractor before you have a problem, because then you have an opportunity to iron those things out and things that you didn't even know were happening.
Absolutely.
For instance, a couple of weeks ago, I was moving some stuff. I didn't feel it for 2-3 days afterward. Who knows what happened earlier in my life that has triggered these events now. So.
Well, and interestingly, I was checked the day I was born. Our dad was a chiropractor.
Oh, yeah.
So on the day of our birth, each one of us kids were checked to make sure we didn't have a subluxation from the birth process.
Yeah, it was a heavy moving day.
Absolutely. That's just ask our mom. That's right. So
10-pound moving day.
But when you think about it, the birth process for a little infant, I mean, we think about the contractions, we time the contractions and stuff. Well, the little baby is squunched inside of that, and that head is like the battering ram. And you imagine when that contraction is happening, the little poor baby is squishing. You're trying to, open the cervix. You know what I mean? You think about, wait a minute. The pressure on that neck and on that back, especially the little baby's head, is turned it wasn't ready for that contraction yet. It's kinked, it's getting squeezed, right? So I think, I checked our kids when they were born. So I've had people drive out, when they leave the hospital, they drive to my office and let me check their child, right? Isn't that kind of cool?
That seems wise, yeah.
Philosophically, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And then, so if it makes sense, then what makes it any less smart and thoughtful as we get older, right? It's the sort of thing that we should keep our nerve system functioning at a really high level. And so that's really what I'm doing. So if you're kind of, like I say, if you've been sitting on the fence or you haven't had a chance to do that, the Coyote coupon is for you. And so anyhow, so we've got these concerts and.
So the Coyote coupon, you just come in and say you want to howl with the Coyotes?
You want to howl with the Coyotes.
And $25 off. It's a new patient special. And this will last into basically mid-August.
Yes, that's right. 3 weeks. Yep.
Very good. And so let me give you some information about Day Chiropractic if you've been thinking about this. Day Chiropractic is over at 3758 Southeast 122nd, just south of Powell Boulevard. Telephone number over there, by the way, it's between Powell and Foster. So simple, and they use a whole person approach there. You're going to love them. And by the way, Dr. Day is every bit as cool and nice and friendly in person as he is on the radio. He's not just putting us on for the radio. That's who he is. DayChiropractic.com. Thanks for the dollar. Okay. DayChiropractic.com is the website. And of course, the number over there, 503-760-7572. You guys going to play us into the break?
We will.
All right, then. Let's see. It's the Northwest Showcase, 93.9 KPDQ.